Alright, today I've got the HUANUO desk monitor arm. This is for big monitors, 27 to 57 inch. Weight goes up to 44 pounds, and it's 75 or 100 mil VESA patterns. So, pretty much goes with almost any big monitor or even TVs. So I'm just going to kind of go through the box. Hey, I bought this, so I may as well film it, because it costs a pretty penny. The instructions are pretty decently clear, and if you've put together a few things, you probably don't need them. So here's the stand. We've got a USB cable, because this one does have RGB. There's an option that's normally cheaper without any sort of lighting. Here's one of those little pressure kind of clamps that go on the back of the desk. This has two of them, so it will have a lot of extra support. You put it on both the left and right here, and it is quite stable. So it will definitely hold pretty good weight. But it does also have the bolt through or grommet style, which is what I'm going to end up doing. Here's that second pressure clamp. It's all metal with a really nice finish, and it gives you a nice Allen key tool. Really good T-handle. The finish is good, the weight is really good, so be careful handling this. Don't have it on the edge of your desk, don't drop it on your foot. This is the upper arm. It will sit on that pole to the right here, which will screw down on the base that you saw earlier. So up here we've got a lock collar. This is going to go under the arm whenever you get this all set up. Don't forget to put this on this pole before you get the arm on there. You're going to use the same Allen key tool from earlier to lock this in. And here's the main arm. Once you got everything in place, you will just drop this in. It's got two set screws on the side here to use the Allen tool again. And of course, you're going to do that once it's on the arm. There is a tension adjustment for different monitor weights, but I haven't had to touch this on the monitor that I'm going to show you today. It does have cable channels underneath these arms to kind of, get your power and display cables through. And I found these to be pretty effective. They kind of curl in a little bit, as you can see, and a little gap in the middle. So once you push the cable through, it pushes through pretty easily, but kind of stays hooked in. And here's the mount that goes on the back of your monitor or TV. It has a very simple little lock on there. And I found this to be very effective and practical. And it also looks really good with that little red. Really reminds me of like the red Magic cameras. So I'm just kind of feeling how everything is on this. It feels very good. This feels premium. There's not much plastic at all other than the red. Everything else is metal, and it just feels good. Now I'm trying to turn this because it does swivel. It has full motion. And I'm trying to turn it by hand just to see how tight is this. Because when you get your monitor on there, you don't want it to kind of just lean if it's a little off balance, or you bump it, or vibration, whatever may be from your desk. You want your monitor to stay nice and level, and it feels very good. It feels like once you got it set, it is not going to budge. And here's both the 75 and 100 mil VESA mount patterns. It is a pretty low profile, I would say, for this little mount. So unless your monitor has a really badly recessed kind of a mounting situation that needs really good spacers or standoffs, this should fit in just fine. But there are some monitors where it's very recessed. You will have to order some pretty good spacers. And it does come with this cable clip that once everything's said and done, you clip it on the back. I didn't do that here in the video. I put it on the front, but you get the idea. It is a little tough to clip on, but once you get it on there, it's not going to come off. I think it's a pretty simple, basic solution, and decently low profile, so it should do the job. Now here is that bolt through or grommet style clamp that it does include, and it would mount just like this. Once you drill through your desk, it uses the same countersunk screws that the other clamps will use, and pretty simple. Everything you need is right here, and it does again have that really nice T-handle Allen key to do everything for you. So again, here's those pressure mount clamps. Everyone knows these. They work great. They're great for temporary solutions and permanent. You remove it whenever you want to. You can shift things around because it's not bolted into your desk. They're very good, versatile, and reliable. And this has 2 of them, and they feel very heavy duty. That's pretty thick metal. And they don't stick out of the back too much. So you can scoot your desk pretty much to the back of the wall without this hindering you too much. And I can say I fully trust this to hold my monitor, but just for the cleanliness and more clean looking build, I did do the grommet or bolt through method, which is supposed to also be more stable in the long run. The taller your monitor arm and how long the arm sticks out, you are going to have more and more problems with stability, which may or may not bug you. But as you like type on your desk, move things around, or play music loudly, it's going to vibrate your desk as well as anything mounted to it. So in the long run, a lot of people will recommend anything to bolt through the desk and having it nice and tight. Now with bolting through your desk, that means it's going to have more pressure. This only has those 4 little like rubber pads in the corners, and that's on a plastic rim. So while it's not metal digging into your desk, that is something to think about in the long run as well. And that's going to be on anything that clamps to your desk. You're going to have to worry about maybe it might leave a mark. So these are some of the best pressure mounts I've seen, because they just slide on, that pin locks into place, and you're good to go. If you ever dealt with some of these, you have to remove like 3 or 4 screws on that back plate to get the overall depth correct before you can start turning that hand screw to tighten it to your desk. Again, here's that locking collar I told you all about earlier. Make sure you do not forget to put this on. If you do, it might be a headache when you need to adjust the height of your monitor later. So put that on before you put the arm on. And of course the height varies depending on your monitor size and what angle you're going to have it. So there is a set screw on the back of this arm to lock your left and right rotation in. It's a little hidden, so if you're looking for a way to lock this in, that's where it's at. So again, here's the upper arm. This is your tension adjustment. If you don't know if you need to change it, don't touch it. I've had my LG Ultra Gear on here for weeks now, and it has not dropped down at all. And that's a big and heavy monitor. So please don't change it if you don't know that you need to. So it just sits on like so, and you can lock these set screws in if you need to. So now we've basically got everything except the monitor on. So let's get on that. Again, this is the LG Ultra Gear. It's a little bit recessed, but the 100mm VESA mount fits like a glove. It's perfect. So keep in mind when you mount this to your desk, if you mount it in the center, the arm is going to hit the pole when you push your monitor away from you. So if you need the monitor to be further to the wall, you're actually going to want to mount the stand to the side rather than in the center. Now you can see I'm just getting the monitor finally on here for a test fit. Here's kind of how the cables are going to look. Like I said, you kind of push them through this gap and they sort of kind of stay in there, kind of hooked in. It's not the most elegant, but it is nice and clean. And here it is. It looks phenomenal. Has nice RGB through the pillar and on the base. You can cycle through. You can turn it off. You can choose solid color. It looks really good, and I have no problem with wobble when I'm gaming, typing really fast, and that's with a big monitor where wobble is normally more present. But now that I've got a desk upgrade, it almost makes me realize I really need to upgrade my desk, get this computer off of this board on the carpet, all this cable management. What's going on here? Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, there's some desk legs over here. Huh, would you look at that? And fast forward a few weeks, and here are 2 of the monitor arms bolted through a 1.5 inch thick butcher block, and they look so good. They don't budge, they don't sag, the monitors stay in place, there's no wobble issue. And my surge protector has USBs, so I just plug them right into that, and it works great. So yeah, that's everything. What do y'all think?